guys, it's Hollywood. I travel quite often for work, and it's usually outside of the country. I manage a team offshore, and I'm having to go there quite often throughout the year. My laptop bag, up until now, has been from Direct Action Gear. I'll post a link in the description below to the review that I did of this bag, and I still use this daily when I'm working here stateside. It just holds more than what I'm about to show you. The problem that I have with that is I don't like bags that go over a single shoulder when I'm having to do a lot of walking and traveling through airports and through security and then taxi cabs and all of this stuff. It tends to be painful, and I find myself constantly switching shoulders because it's, this thing probably weighs, with everything I have in there, including the laptop, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds, and on a single shoulder, it's just not that comfortable. So I've switched to a traditional backpack. Now this one is from 3V Gear. I've reviewed a couple things from them in the past, including right below me here on a shelf is my old Get Home bag. Thing was massive. I think it's like 3,600 cubic inches or something like that. No longer use that, it just sits on this shelf. And more recently, which I love, is these Minimalist range bags. I'll post a link in the description below. I have a couple of these, and every time I go to the range I get them both out and pretty much ignore my Drago bags and all the others that I have, the double gun bags and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all of the contents because most of what's in here you will be able to see in the bag that I carry daily. Now there are some things that I take out because I can't go through security with them, but let's go ahead and get the camera in a little closer and show you some of the features of this backpack. Some of the stuff out, let's go through some of the pocket features. On the front is just a slick pouch. There's nothing inside with the exception of a keyring keeper. Inside the middle compartment here, it folds about halfway down. There is a net mesh here. There is a medium height pocket, so it comes up about, let's say, 2/3 of the height of the bag and goes all the way to the bottom. There is a smaller pouch here that goes about half the width of the bag, and it goes in about 4 inches. You can see my hand in there. You have several pin slots. And then on the top is a full width compartment that goes down probably about 4 to 5 inches. All right, before I get into that back compartment, I do want to mention both of these compartments here, the middle one and the rear compartment, have dual zippers. I like that. I do not like when a bag has a single zipper that you have to traverse the entire, circumference of the bag. All right, and in that back compartment, this is a full clamshell design, so it opens up completely flat. Now, in the back here is a keeper and a padded sleeve for your laptop. This can also double as a hydration compartment. The problem is you can't run hydration and a laptop because both of them are expected to be in that back pocket. There is a hanger on the back here if you had a hydration bladder, and there is also an outlet, if I can get my finger through it, there's also an outlet on the top there so that you can bring the hydration bladder out and run it down one of your shoulder straps. I do have to leverage one small piece of criticism about this, and that is I would like for the bottom of this bag to be slightly padded. Now I will say the laptop sleeve is padded, including a little bit at the bottom. But I was wanting to run my laptop here and run a hydration bladder in the back. The bottom of this part is not padded. Now, that's just my personal preference to run the laptop here. This is the intended laptop pouch, and it is padded, but I could still see an argument for making the bottom of the bag slightly more protected. All right, so this is interesting, and I think you'll like it. On the side is a little bit of, I'll call it Molle Webbing for lack of a better term, although you can see how thin each of these little web pieces are. But it goes all the way around this side, well, halfway down this side, around the bottom, and up to here. And if you wanted to affix a sweatshirt or a jacket and you had some of that bungee lashing cord, you could lash something to the front of the bag. And in addition to that, there is traditional Molle webbing all the way down both sides of the bag. I'm going to roll in a little bit of video footage here. I have another bag that I use when I go to industry events, when I go to Blade Show and NRA Show and things like that. And I always run a knife on the side of the bag. These Molle straps will allow you to be able to fasten that knife on the side of your bag. All right, very nice contoured shoulder straps. You do have D-rings on each and a nice imprinted and cushioned back plate. This is a very nice cushioned material. There you can see their logo. And there is a pouch on the back here where you could run your hydration bladder in here. However, there is no loop across the top to secure it, but you could put your hydration bladder in there and then run it out through your shoulder straps. Obviously, the hydration bladder is intended to be on the inside because that's where this port is here. Now, some of my more tactical viewers are going to ask me if there's any Velcro in here to affix like a Velcro holster. The only Velcro is this thin strip at the top here, and that is just to close and secure the pouch. Now, I do have an older bag from 3V that I bought a couple years ago, and I railed on them for some of the stitch quality. There were some of the trailing ends where stitches would end, and you had these long trails hanging off where they had just kind of spun the thread together. This one does not have that problem, and I did not see that problem on my range bags that I have from 3V. Whatever change they've made in their quality control or in their manufacturing process, it's noted. This is very, very tight stitching. Everything is super clean, nicely done, and it's nice to see that we can provide constructive criticism on videos that I did a year ago. I don't know if they saw it or not, but somehow they got the message and they have absolutely buttoned up that stitching. All right, and now the best part about this bag is it's under 50 bucks. At the time of filming this video, I believe it's just under $46. To put that in perspective, my Get Home bag from Direct Action Gear, I want to say it was $129, maybe $145, I don't know, somewhere in there. It's probably changed since then. But that's a much more expensive bag. And granted, it's bigger, it has more compartments, it has more pouches on the inside. But for a day-to-day, laptop kind of EDC bag, that is overkill. This is perfect. $46, can't beat that. The prices that 3V Gear has are very, very competitive, including that range bag. When I saw those range bags and how slick and clean they are, I had to get, in fact, I ended up getting 2 of them. I'll post links in the description below to those reviews, and in the descriptions for those reviews you can click the links to go to those product pages if you want to check that out. So that's it, guys. This is the Subrosa from 3V Gear, under 50 bucks, very nicely done EDC bag. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button below. We've got lots more videos to come, and we'll see you on the next one.